Hey everybody. So today I'm doing a video on a stovetop cover, a glass stove. So the one I've made before is made out of actual cutting boards from Dollarama. I'm sure in the States you can get them at your Dollar Tree or something like that. These are them. It's 18, mine is 18 this way, 28 this way. So what I'll be using are these cutting boards, some paint sticks, which you can use wooden rulers from the Dollar Tree. You just peel the number thing off it and you got the wood, if you want to do it that way. I also have these, which here we call biscuits, because I've got holes right here. So these will fit in here. I will glue these in here and then they connect like a puzzle. This is what the size of cutting board it is. These are just cut out. That's all these are, because they didn't have them at my Dollarama, so I couldn't get them. So I cut the actual size of the cutting board out of wood and just made it like this. Otherwise, with my other one, I will show you how I made it. I'll have to just show you. I can tell you how I put it together, but with the whole thing and the back. So there's things a little bit different, but not really much. This is easy and simple to do. I'm going to be using Elmer's Pro Bond Max wood glue. My other one I used E6000 and just a touch of hot glue for the initial hold. So I'm doing it differently. These are the knobs I'll be putting on. I'll be gluing these just to lift off. My other one I haven't put my handles on, but it's an actual spoon and fork. A silver spoon and fork. I haven't put them on yet. So, but I will show you my other one. It's going to be very similar. I will stain this one. My other one is not stained. It's just lacquered. And I stenciled Farm Fresh on it from a stencil. This one, I got a different idea for it, but I'm not too sure yet. And I'm hoping to use my new Cricut. So we'll see, depending how dark the stain is. I've got, it'll be a gel stain, and this is golden oak. The one I wanted to use on here is way too dark. It's almost black. So I'm not sure yet. I'm going to use the golden oak on here. My other one is not stained. It's just lacquered, and that's it. Like my one on my stove now, I can use it as an actual cutting board, but I don't. It's just for decoration to cover my glass once my stove's clean. So I think I need a new one, because now, once I make this one, I might make a table out of my other one. So we'll see. So stay tuned, and I'll show you how to put this together. Okay. Just move some stuff around. I'm still having my morning coffee. So I do have a big knot here. Once I get it glued together, I'm just going to turn it around so I don't have it. So it doesn't really matter how you put it together, but the cutting boards from the your Dollar Tree or Canadian Dollarama, they don't usually have these. This is just cut out of a piece of wood. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these biscuits out. I'm going to put a shot of glue in here. And this is the Elmer's wood glue. I was going to use E6000, but okay, see? Oh my gosh. There we go. Come on. And then I've got a warm cloth here that I'm just going to wipe the excess off. Just glue that in there. Put some glue in there. And then once these biscuits are in here, they're going to swell because they're they almost feel like cardboard. So I'm going to stick that in just like so. So see, I got a bunch of glue here. I've got my cloth here. I'm just going to wipe that off. And with the other one, I'm going to stick in. Oh gosh, I hope you can see this. Because I've got my tablet up above me on a holder. So I'll wipe this off. Lay this down. And it will connect into these two. Like so. So I'll put a little bit more glue in here. I've never done it like this before. So I'm just trying to judge like how much glue to put in there. It's different from the other way I made it. So I'm going to stick these together. And they're numbered too. So I'm going to stick them together just like so. Make sure it's lined up because you can move it just like that. And wipe off the excess glue that's seeping through. So I will connect this one here, and this one here. So when that's all connected, then I'll come back. Okay, I got it together, the 4 pieces. So I'm gonna let this just sit and dry for 30 minutes. I'll come back. I'll probably I'm gonna have to stain these if I can, but there's kind of a smooth finish, but I'm gonna see. It might even look okay with it this color. I got a few biscuits left, just 4. I don't need them. So I'm gonna come back. We're gonna stain this. I'll put my sticks on the back just for more support, and we'll go from there. So I'm just gonna let this dry for 30 minutes and I'll return. Okay, so it's dried for about 30 minutes. Now I'm going to add my sticks just on the creases here, just for more support, because I will be flipping this over. This is not going to be my top side. Yeah, have the ugly side down with the writing. These are just from Home Depot. These are cheap. I usually do just use rulers from the Dollar Tree, but they didn't have any of those either for some odd reason. So I'm just going to just glue them down. And then I'll let these sit for a while, just to let the glue set. Maybe I'll go this way and I will only have to use 3 and not 4 because it's too long and I have nothing to cut it with. So I'll just discard one and put the other one down. Now how do I have this? Just like so. Then this will just add more support to it when you're lifting it. And you won't have to worry about it coming apart. I have used E6000 on my other one, which worked awesome. But you just have to let that dry for overnight and let the glue just set. It's a strong glue too, so it works great. So I'll just let this dry. A little bit of glue there. Get that out of there. That way you just don't have all the seeping on your project. And that's when the wet cloth comes in. With the E6000 it wasn't like that at all. But now that I'm using wood glue, because I usually don't use wood glue, it's a little bit different. I should have worn my gloves is what I should have did. I'm going to pick this up. Oh, crap. My stick came off. I guess it's too early to be lifting this. I want to wash off the other side because I do have glue on it. Because if it sticks, I might have to sand it down. So I'll just let this sit for a minute and then I'll come back. Okay, so now I'm staining it. I'm not going to make you watch me stain this whole board, but this is the color I'm going for. So it's different color from my other one. So I put my sticks on, they're glued. So I'll stain this just using one of these brushes. Just something simple. You can use a rag if you want to, just to dust it on, and it just doesn't, it's not thick. So I'll finish staining this. I've got to let this dry, and then I'll put the knobs on. And what I'm going to put on here, I'm not going to use a stencil. I guess I should be turning my my phone down here because I'm watching live, and now I've got the sound on there. So I'm going to put a cling on here from the Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to lacquer over it. I call them clings. There could be another name for them, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a cling on here. So when I get that, after this is all dry, and then I'll show you what I mean. So I'll be back. Okay, everybody, this is almost dry now, just stained, but I'm going to show you my other one, how I did it. It's almost the same way, but these are actual cutting boards. They almost look, they're the size as this, but I just got them cut on the other one. But these are actual cutting boards, and I just stenciled on here and did a little design, lacquered it. But the back, these are the rulers from the Dollar Tree. So the rulers have a thing right here that you just peel off. So it's just extra, just for extra support, that's it. And then I put little feet. So I've got feet for the one that I'm doing, and they're dice. So I'll show you that in 1 second. Okay, these are the clings I was talking about. Like you put them on your walls and stuff. But I thought with this board, I'd want some color myself instead of just black. So I got this, which says instead, pray about everything. Do not worry about anything. I don't know how many pieces this comes into. I'm not really sure, but I can manipulate it if I want to, I'm thinking. But I also got these too, just with a pop of color. Like these two were together. So they go on your walls. But I just wanted I want a pop of color on it just to make it look different. Like I don't know if I want them sideways or like one in each corner maybe somehow. Well, that doesn't even look right because I want this here part covered because this is my top. So I'm going to have to manipulate these just a little bit to see how they're going to work. But I do want a color, and these are my feet. They're dice, so I will have to stain these, and they'll go on each corner like so. So this doesn't sit flat on my stove. It's got some lift to it because I want it so far off the glass. So yeah, I'll have to stain these. I can stain these, I can glue these on, stain them as they're on the board, which I think I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna stain them just by themselves. so I can glue a non-stained part on and then stain the rest. So that will be my last. And then I've got the little knobs to put on each side so I can lift my board off my stove. So I'm going to manipulate this and see how I'm going to put it, because these are very sticky. They're very sticky. So I'm going to, I don't know if I just want just this on there with something else. So we'll see. But this will definitely go on first. And I'll see what I can, maybe I won't even put these on here. Maybe I'll just put one on here, but we'll see how it's gonna work. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got my cling peeled off, just like so. I did cut it because I didn't want the wording on it. So I'm just going to place this here somehow. Get my fingers off. Just like so. Because you can't even tell, you can't even see where the lines are here at all. Once it's on here, it looks like it's just one. Like it's part of the board. So you can see a little ridge here, which is totally fine. I'm not worried about that at all. At all. I got all the bubbles out. Yeah, make sure you got all the bubbles out. You could use a card, slide it around, and get all the bubbles out so it is nice and smooth, because once it's varnished, this is never coming off. Can spray varnish this, which I'm going to, because no one's eating off this. It's just a decoration. Even my other stove cover, you can't eat off it. Can't eat off it. But I can use it as a cutting board because it's got the coating is safe to cut food on. So that's good. See, I didn't use these, and this was all connected somehow. I can't remember where it was, but it was on the side. I didn't want this on there. So I like that. I do like that. It's pretty simple. But do I want... I could cut and just get this small flower off, like have it down here, or just on the corner or above. I don't know if I want the full thing, or just cut this one off and use this one, because that would probably fit there. Like if I put it right there, that's the end of my board. But I'm not sure where I want it. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm just going to have a look and see, and I'll be back. Boy, this is going to be like a long video, you guys. Sorry. Okay, everybody. I just glued the knobs on. I did put the flower up there. It's right on the edge. Did the other knob on the other side with the other flower. So I don't mind this too much. So this will make a pretty stove cover out of cutting boards from the dollar store. Something different. It looks totally different from my other one. So I really like it. So now I just have to lacquer it, and it's complete, and put on my little feet, which I'll do last once this is all dry and it's complete. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. Share, subscribe. Bye for now.